Hare Krishna and welcome to the Narayaneeyam sessions. Now let's do Dasakam 31 of the Narayaneeyam, where the Lord humbles the Asura king Bali's pride. Okay. In the last session, the last chapter, we saw how the Lord, disguised as a Brahmana boy, reaches the venue of the Ashwamedha Yajna being performed by the Asura king Bali. And Bali Maharaja was very happy to see the young Brahmana boy. He receives him with warmth, washes his feet and sprinkles the water on his own head. Okay, and the sages assembled there were also very happy to see Vamanadev. Okay, and now let's see what happens next. We'll read the first shloka of this chapter and then proceed. Pritya daityastava tanumah prekshanan sarvatapi त्वामाराध्यन्नजितरजयन्नञ्जलिं सञ्जगाता मत्तः किं ते समभिलषितं विप्रसूनो वदत्वं वित्तं भक्तं भवनमवनिं वापि सर्वं प्रदास्ये. And then, after honoring the Lord, Bali Maharaja asks Vamanadev, "O young Brahmana boy, what shall I give you? What do you want from me? Do you want a house or food or land or wealth? What is it that you want? Or do you want all of this? I shall give it to you." And on hearing these bold words of Bali Maharaja, the Lord was overwhelmed with compassion. But he wanted to curb Bali's pride, and therefore he said, all that I want is earth measurable by 3 steps of mine. To which Bali said, I am the Lord of this whole universe. I am the Lord of the 3 worlds, and you're asking me for just 3 steps of land? Ask me for the whole earth. I shall give it to you. And it is said that it was because of this pride in Bali that he was unable to give even these 3 steps of land that Vamana asked for. Okay, and now the Lord he was very much attached to his opulence, and the Lord wanted to detach him from all this. And therefore the Lord tells Bali, one who is not satisfied with just 3 steps of land will never be satisfied even if he gets the whole earth. And therefore this is all that I want. And then Bali Maharaja takes his water pot and was about to offer oblations to the Lord and gift him with what he asked for. At that time, the spiritual master of the Asuras, Shukracharya, intervened, and he told Bali Maharaja not to proceed with gifting the land to this Brahmana boy. He tells him, this Brahmana boy is no ordinary person. He is Vishnu who has come in disguise to cheat you. So please don't give him. Okay? To which Bali Maharaja says that he would consider himself blessed if this was Lord Vishnu who had come begging at his doorstep. Now, why do we do all these sacrifices, all these pujas? To please the Lord, right? And when the Lord comes to our doorstep, if we are not able to realize, if we are not able to recognize the Lord, then what is the use of doing all this, isn't it? And that's why Bali Maharaja says, if like you said, if this is Lord Vishnu himself, then I will consider myself blessed. And Shukracharya gets very angry at Bali and he curses him, saying that he would lose everything for this disobedience of his. Okay, and then unto those feet of the Lord, which was already washed by his wife Vindhyavali, Bali proceeds to offer everything. Okay, and without any doubt, without any hesitation, he proceeded to offer everything, and he gave everything to the Lord. And thus the sages and the devas, they showered flowers, and as all the inhabitants of the 3 worlds looked on, that form of this young Brahmana boy grew bigger and bigger in size and extended all over the cosmic sphere. Okay, and with 2 steps he covered the entire earth and the heavenly planets. And when his feet touched the Brahmaloka or the Satyaloka, the abode of Lord Brahma washed his feet, the Lord's feet, with the water in his kamandalu, in his water pot. And thus that water became so pure that it was transformed into the water of the Ganges, flowing down from the sky, purifying the 3 worlds. Now the Gandharvas danced in ecstasy, and the great devotee Jambavan went around beating drums. Okay. Now seeing that their master had lost everything to Vamanadeva, the Asuras were disturbed and they started a battle against the Devas, but they were defeated. And Bali Maharaja tells them that it is the Lord himself who was standing there in front of them in the form of time. So he tells them earlier, the Lord was favorable to us and therefore we won the battle against the Devas. When the Lord is for you, who can be against you? Isn't it? So when the Lord was in favor of the Asuras, then they won the battle against the Devas. And then Bali tells them, now the Lord is against us and therefore there's no point in fighting. And the Asuras go back to the Patala Loka. At that time, Garuda, the attendant of the Lord, ties up Bali with ropes. And the Lord asks him loudly, you said that you were the master of the three worlds. Now where is the place for my third step? To which Bali Maharaja, with folded hands, bows down and asks the Lord to place his third step on Bali's head. Okay. At that time, Bali's grandfather Prahlada appears on the scene and he praises his grandson and also sings hymns in praise of the Lord. And the Lord tells Bali, all this had to be done just to curb your pride. That's all. You have done many good deeds and definitely you will be blessed for all of those. Okay. And the Lord sends Bali to Sutala Loka, which is specifically protected by the Lord himself. And the opulence of Sutala Loka is much higher than the heavenly planets. Folklore says that Bali Maharaja was sent to Patala Loka by Vamana, but it's not Patala Loka. Bali was sent to Sutala Loka, which is a very opulent planet. Okay. And then the Lord asks Bali Maharaja to reign over Sutala region until the next Manvantara. What's a Manvantara? Manvantara is the period of one Manu. We have seen that in earlier sessions, right? Now the current Manu, the present Manu is Vaivaswata Manu and the next Manu is Savarni Manu. And Bali would become Indra during the next Manu's period, Savarni Manu's period. Okay. And see, all these posts are temporary. Okay. Like we have got a lot of Devas also in charge of various necessities of life. Correct? And these are all temporary posts. And when their term is over, they need to step down and others will take over. All right. Like our cabinet of ministers. Okay. So these appointments are made by the Supreme Lord himself according to one's karmic account. Okay. And then the Lord blessed Bali, saying that after that in the end he would attain unison with the Lord himself. Okay. And then he asked the priests who had assembled there to complete the Vishwajit Yajna which Bali Maharaja had started. Okay. And the poet Sri Melpattur Narayana Bhattatripad, after describing these pastimes of the Lord, winds up this chapter by saying, to that Lord who resides here in Guruvayur, I pray to please protect me. Okay, so that is all about this chapter. And the next chapter is about the Matsyavadara, or the fish incarnation of the Lord. We'll see that very soon. Thank you for watching. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.